everyone. Today we're diving into one of the most fundamental yet complex area of psychological research, self-reporting data and sampling. In psychology, while we can observe behavior, we often want to know what is happening under the hood, the thoughts and feelings that drive those actions. This session will explore how we ask the right questions and how we can make sense of the data we get back. So why do we use self-report methods? It's simple. We cannot observe those inner states directly, so we must ask. This provides us with a unique insight, but it also introduces subjectivity. These methods are essentially tools to gather information about how people feel, their attitudes, opinions, and personality traits. Generally, these methods fall into two main categories: questionnaires and interviews. Before we look at what, let's consider the how. The way we collect this data significantly impacts the validity and reliability of our findings. Let's start with breaking down the most common tool in the researcher's kit, the questionnaire. Questionnaires are excellent for gathering large amounts of quantitative data quickly. We have a few ways to structure these. Closed questions. These are fixed answers like simple yes or no. Likert scales. These measure the strength of a feeling such as strongly agree or strongly disagree. Ranked scales. These act for relative preference rating, helping us understand priorities. For example, to measure customer satisfaction, we must use a 5-point Likert scale to see exactly where a participant sits on the spectrum of happy to unhappy. Moving away from rigid paper forms, we have interviews. These exist on spectrum of control. Structured interviews are standardized, replicable questions for easy comparisons and surveys. This is high control but low detail. Semi-structured interviews provide a set of questions but allow the flexibility to probe deeper into attitudes and explanations. Unstructured interviews are conversational, generating rich qualitative data focused on experiences and meaning. This is low control but high detail. Once the interview or questionnaire is finished, we are left with a pile of information. But what kind of data exactly do we have? Understanding the nature of our data is the first step in analysis. Data generally falls into two camps: quantitative and qualitative. Quantitative data is numerical and deals with statistics. It is considered objective and is usually sourced from closed questions or Likert scales. Qualitative data consists of non-numerical prose. It is subjective and provides rich detail through open questions or unstructured interviews. Neither is better, they simply serve different research goals. When we have those numbers, how do we make sense of them? We use two main statistical lenses: measure of central tendency and measure of dispersion. Measure of central tendency means finding the center of our data through means, median, and mode. Measure of dispersion means understanding how spread out our data is. We look at the range, the difference between high and low, and the standard deviation, which shows the spread around the mean. Finally, how do we calculate words? We use thematic analysis to turn prose into insights. This is a four-step process used for interview transcripts. Number 1, we review data, get familiar with the text. Number 2, identify the patterns, look for recurring ideas. Number 3, group themes, organize those patterns into broader categories. And number 4, verify accuracy, ensure the themes truly represent the participant responses.